Coming up next, we talked about it last video. We got dry spots, especially on my bank by the road, rocky soil, dry spots. Just look at those dark spots. It is hideous. So what are we going to do about this? We've already talked about a product. It's time to apply such product. Let's get into it next. What's going on, YouTube? It is Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina, where now that I'm walking down here in the shade, it is cooler, but back there in the sun, man, it is hot. I've been at work all day, been inside, but man, out in the sun, it is scorching hot here in the transition zone of North Carolina. And with the fescue lawn, we know that we've got to take steps to try to at least keep it green all year. I know it's possible. I did it last year if you're new to the channel, but there's certain things that I like to do to try to help me to keep my lawn hydrated, healthy. We've talked about it in the 5 tips video. Go check that out. But we also talked about a product that I'm down here at the shed on purpose. Sorry, I'm not facing the shed, but we talked about this a couple videos ago about a product that I saw that I was interested in last year called Foreplay. We're going to skip all the foreplay jokes we could put here. Ha ha ha, I get it. But we're not going to go there. But it's a blend of 4 items here. Non-ionic surfactant, humate, C extra, and hydratane blended into one. It's basically hydratane on steroids. Hydratane with some extra stuff in it. All good things that are supposed to help your lawn survive summer, survive heat. It is not a direct replacement for watering, but using this product and applying it to our lawn helps when it's humid outside for places like, I don't know, North Carolina. When it's really humid, this product and hydratane alone will pull moisture from the air into the grass. It's supposed to help keep it a little bit, to last a little longer without becoming a dry spot in your lawn, to help hydrate it a little bit with this technology that pulls moisture out of the air. Will it replace watering? Absolutely not. Please do not listen to anyone that tells you that. Do you absolutely have to use hydratane or Foreplay? Absolutely not. I am choosing to do this. We're going to try it out for the first time. And our other buddy, typically when I've done hydratane, is this very popular on all the YouTubers and all the threads out there on Reddit and things like that, the Ortho dial-in sprayer. And every single year, you know, I have to go back and learn how to use this thing. I think I'm going to go another way this year. I think I'm going to go backpack sprayer, and I'll tell you why. I'm still going to use this because here's how we apply hydratane or Foreplay. They're basically applied the same way, the same amount of rates. You just get more added benefit in Foreplay, where hydratane alone is just the product that pulls the moisture out of the air, where with Foreplay, we're getting 3 other ingredients mixed into it. That's only the difference. So the links will be below if you're interested in it only. And if you find it cheaper, as I always say, go buy it cheapest for you. I'm not trying to scam you, but the links help support the channel if you're interested. But what we're going to do is when you apply hydratane or Foreplay for the first time into your lawn, it recommends 9 ounces per thousand, a high rate at first, 9 ounces per thousand square feet in your lawn. You need to wet your lawn first, and I want to always recommend that you do it the way the label states it. So we're going to use the dial-in sprayer to just wet the lawn. Then we're going to come back behind. I'm going to use old Mr. Typhoon Flow Zone backpack sprayer, and I'm going to load up. I'm going to do it different this year. This is roughly about 2,500 square feet in my front yard, roughly, maybe a little bit less than that. So I'm going to load up about 2.5 gallons worth of 9 ounces each of hydratane and just take my time spraying that entire tank into my front lawn. It's Friday when I'm filming this, so I'm just going to do the front lawn today with that section. And so everything I load into my backpack sprayer, I'm going to be applying to the front lawn. And then once I spray it with my backpack sprayer, you have to go behind yourself and water the product into the soil. Do not leave it on your grass. You want to immediately turn around and water it in. That's why with this application, it's different. You want to do it a section at a time. You don't want to spray your entire lawn, and then if you're like me, dragging sprinklers, you do one section. Well, by the time you get back to your backyard, it's already dried, and you may have wasted all that product. So do a section, water it, put it down, water it in. Next section, water that section, spray it, then water it in. Do sections at a time. Do it over a 3-day period. We're not in a rush for this. It's not something my lawn absolutely has to have, but I want to go ahead in the afternoon heat of the day and get it applied to my bank. So that's enough talking. Go check out the other video if you want to read what we talked about on the label. And again, the links are below if you're interested, but let's go up here. I'm going to first get the hose-in sprayer, the dial-in sprayer here by Ortho. We're just going to connect it. We got to put in our quick connect here, and we're just going to wet the lawn. So let's do that first and prepare to apply our foreplay to the lawn. All right, guys, so without completely knocking you guys over with the hose, which I hope don't happen, I've got the dial-in sprayer down here. Let me pull some hose. I'm pulling hose. We got the dial-in sprayer hooked in, and all it does, we're just spraying water. We have nothing in the tank. In fact, you can even take this thing off if you want to, but who cares? We're gonna leave it on. So the object here is all we're gonna do is wet the grass. Then we need to hustle because it'll dry real fast, and we wanna get our backpack sprayer, which I've already brought up here. We got our foreplay. We're gonna do 2.5 gallons to cover the front yard, 9 plus 9 for the 2,000 square feet, and the 5, we'll round it to 5, so we'll do roughly 23 ounces of foreplay in the backpack sprayer. We'll load that up. We will spray that to our wet lawn. Then we're going to turn right around and begin to probably set a sprinkler out over here to water that in, and then I'll probably just use the hose in to hand water in the rest of it. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so we've got our watering down. Now we're gonna quickly fill up 2.5 gallons of water, but we've got to do 9 ounces per 1,000. Again, we're only doing the front lawn. Let me also say 2 things I was thinking about. Number 1, it sucks to spray that with that Ortho. Hurts my hand. It feels like, you know, I'm not really covering the ground, so sprinklers may be best. But even better than that, if you get a light rainstorm, I mean, if you're like, here comes the rain, let that that idea go off in your brain. Hydrotain, I've been wanting to apply it. Go out and do it in a light rain. It's already gonna be wet, let it start. Get your backpack sprayer, be that crazy guy like I was last year, spray your Hydrotain, and then let the rain finish watering it in. It makes it way easier for a little discomfort of being in the rain for 30 minutes or so. Besides that, if we don't apply Hydrotain, second thing I wanna say before I forget, when we're not applying this, our grass can wither and die in certain areas. And guess what? That's where the wild Bermuda likes to pop up. That's where these other weeds like to fill in. And then all of a sudden you're like, where did this come from? Well, your grass is shriveling and dying from lack of water, and then other things pop in its place. So just keep that in mind. So now real fast, I'm gonna speed this part along. 9 ounces, 2.5 gallons, let's go. All right, guys, so we did a total of 24 ounces, 1 more than I said. We'll go more than less. Now we're just gonna take our backpack sprayer. I'm gonna do a trim pass with my trim nozzle. I'm gonna come back, swap out nozzles, and then we're gonna do our bulk spray, and then hurry up, grab my sprinklers, and water it in. So there we go, guys. It is applied. I was a little fast on my walk, so I had just a little bit left over. So I expended all of that on the bank because clearly that's the area that needs it most. Also, you may want to wear pants. It's my yard. I got the eye pro, the hand pro. Don't have the pants pro or the sleeve pro. Wear your PPE as you feel necessary. But I applied all the rest of it, the extra that I had from walking a little bit too fast over here, onto the bank. So it's all applied, and now we want to do the key thing of watering it in before it dries, or like me, talking too much to you. So now I'm going to drag my side hose over here and handle this side of the lawn, and then get my other hose on this side instead of spraying it back, which you can do with the ortho, but it just, again, it hurts my hand. It takes forever, it seems. I really want to water this product into my soil. So I'm going to get a sprinkler going over here and a sprinkler going back there on the other side. Let me also throw in, after getting the sprinklers out over here, I think with the backpack sprayer, I like that better than using the ortho. The ortho just seems clunky. You're moving the hose around. I just don't like the ortho that much. So I think from now on, I may go backpack. And if I go a little over with my calculations, as far as I would rather apply too much than too little. I think that applying it with the backpack sprayer really got into the, I felt better about my application with the backpack sprayer. Second thing, so that was good. So I would do that again. It seems to take just the amount of time as it does with the ortho. The second thing is I purposefully did not do, well, I say that, now I'm saying I purposely did, I forgot about it, but I'm not gonna do over here by the mailbox on purpose so that we can see, does the bank stress out and the mailbox still? Does foreplay help the bank not stress out, but we'll see stress out on the mailbox side? Because you guys have seen, they both started at the exact same time. So we're going to apply, we applied foreplay all along the bank. We didn't do it by the mailbox. So in the future, let's see if that made any difference whatsoever. Okay, last little cut into the video because I keep forgetting. I emptied my backpack sprayer with a little bit of foreplay left over, about from here over. I did not pour it on these plants over here. So we'll do another test. These get sun till about 3 o'clock. So none of the left side has received any hydrotane, but I poured the remnants of hydrotane from about here over, and this little guy over here as well, this little green thing here. So I poured some on him, poured some up to about right here, to about to the crack. We'll say the crack. And so we'll see, does it make a difference in the coming weeks? Do we see a difference in this side versus this side or not? Another little test we can play on plants other than fescue. All right, guys, so I don't know how long this video will be, but as you may be able to tell, I got old mid-height round sprinkler going in the front left side of the front yard, and I've got Mr. High Shooter Mulliner, I think that's the name of it, going way up, doing basically the whole entire other half of the yard. So we got one section back here I'll have to do after this section. And remember, we're not watering. We're not doing 20 minutes of water. We're watering in the product that we just sprayed on top of the blades. It's already wet. That should help the product to run down the blades into the soil. Now we're watering again to ensure it gets down into the soil. We don't want to let it dry on the blades. Again, as I was saying while I was mixing, doing it in the rain is a awesome idea. That's what I did last year because I made sure that I got it into the soil. And so secondly, if we're letting our lawn die, you know, other things are going to get into your lawn. So consider this product. It's just something that I have always put down that maybe it's one of the keys to help me succeed. I didn't include it. I included it in biostimulants in the 5 tips for the summer, but it's something that's there to help us in the transition zone with cool season grass. God bless you guys. Oh, I also wanted to give a shout out to, how's it going? Some guy on a mower coming by. I also want to give a shout out to Marcus Bryant and Justin Glenn. They know who they are. They claim they're big fans of the channel. They totally didn't ask me to do that, but a shout out to them. Everybody in the comments, do a big Marcus and Justin with an exclamation point, if nothing else. If you have nothing else to comment on, do that. God bless you guys. We're going to water this in, get this done, and then tomorrow I get the task of finishing the side and the backyard. So by the time we join next time, it should all be completed, and I've done all the work. God bless you. We'll see you next time.